Electoral reforms introduced during President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. 2015-2023. One of the most significant aspects of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration was the effort to improve the credibility, transparency, and fairness of Nigeria's electoral system. Before his presidency, many elections in Nigeria were criticized for ballot stuffing, multiple voting, result manipulation, and violence. Buhari repeatedly promised to strengthen democracy by ensuring that elections reflected the true will of the people. One of the biggest reforms came with the signing of the Electoral Act 2022 on the 25th of February 2022. This law became one of the most important electoral reforms in Nigeria's democratic history. It gave the independent National Electoral Commission greater legal powers to use modern technology during elections and introduce measures aimed at reducing election fraud. A major innovation under Buhari's administration was the nationwide use of the bimodal voter accreditation system. It replaced the old card readers and was designed to verify voters using both fingerprints and facial recognition. This helped reduce multiple voting, voter impersonation, and the use of fake voter cards. Every voter had to be successfully verified before being allowed to vote. Another important reform was the introduction of the independent National Electoral Commission result viewing portal. For the first time in Nigeria's electoral history, polling unit results could be uploaded electronically and viewed online by political parties, election observers, journalists, and members of the public. This increased transparency because citizens could compare the results announced at polling units with those uploaded by the independent National Electoral Commission. The Electoral Act 2022 also introduced electronic transmission of election results, allowing the independent National Electoral Commission to transmit polling unit results electronically where possible. This reform was intended to reduce opportunities for result alteration while election materials were being transported to collation centers. Buhari's administration also strengthened the legal framework for conducting elections by giving the independent National Electoral Commission more flexibility in organizing elections, replacing damaged election materials, and using technology where necessary. The law also provided clearer guidelines for political parties regarding the conduct of primaries and candidate nominations. Another notable change was the introduction of stricter penalties for electoral offenses. The Electoral Act increased punishments for crimes such as vote buying, ballot box snatching, violence, falsification of results, and disruption of elections. The aim was to discourage electoral malpractice and protect the integrity of Nigeria's democratic process. Under Buhari tenure, the Independent National Electoral Commission also expanded continuous voter registration, making it easier for millions of Nigerians, especially young people, to register as voters before the 2023 general elections. This contributed to one of the largest voter registration exercises in the